Yo, what's up? Prince Sports here. Don't forget to comment, like, subscribe, and all that other good stuff. Yo, I want to talk about the NBA season, okay? More players are opting out not to play for the season. Trevor Ariza, Davis Bortans is clocking out. You know, he's throwing in the white flag. And the Washington Wizards need him because he's a sniper. He can shoot the three ball. And at this point, if too many players say they don't want to play, they want to miss out the season, especially if it's superstars, you have to cancel the season. Imagine if Paul George said he don't want to play, because you're giving all these guys the freedom of picking whether they want to play or not. Some of these guys got paid already. And if you got paid already, you're looking at it like, hey, I got my money already. Why would I go to work for free? So that's how they're looking at it. You know, they're not looking at the bottom line or the bottom dollar to help out some of their rich franchise owners. They're not looking at it like that. But if this set is set to be like the most messed up NBA season of all time, man. Now, I personally don't do asterisks, okay? If you win, you win. I give you credit because you're still out there playing and you're still out there performing. But this is the first time ever that players have the option to say they don't want to play. If that happens, that really is going to make the season hard and difficult to give somebody credit for. That goes for anybody that wins this championship this year. Okay. I don't know what they should do, man. If you're going to continue the season, you should have made it mandatory that these guys had to play. The minute you said, okay, you have an option to not play, most guys may say they don't want to play. You know, I think some of the top contenders want to play because they look at it as a championship is a championship. We out there performing. We put the work in. We played almost close to 60 plus games already in the regular season before coronavirus hit. We put our work in already. And let's just go straight to the playoffs. That's what I think you should do. Forget the 8-game season. Let's go straight to the playoffs if you're going to continue the season. Me personally, I don't care if the season comes back or not. But I would tell you this much from a business standpoint and from a standpoint of failing to capitalize on a moment. If the NBA cancels the season, the guys do absolutely nothing but just sit at home while the NFL plays, while the Major League Baseball plays. They could send out messages. They could put their franchise more on the map with self-awareness, all this type of stuff. You know, social injustice, racial equality, all that stuff. These players just sit at home and do nothing. And I think they wasted a perfectly good opportunity. Now, if you're going to cancel the season, fine. But have the key superstars put their money where their mouth is and really build up some of these communities, especially like Chicago. Chicago's a war zone. I think in just last week there was like 120 shootings in the city of Chicago, all in minority neighborhoods, you know. So why not give back and try to help that community and help stir some of those people, them young kids, in the right direction, you know, that has to live through those type of communities, man. Do something while you're out. That's all I'm saying. You know, just put your money where your mouth is. Do something. Don't sit down there and say, oh man, that's fucked up. But you counting millions of dollars in your mansion. You know, it's easy to talk when you got a bunch of money, but you don't do nothing. Do something if that's the case. Now, Trevor Ariza, he's going to be a big piece for the Portland Trailblazers. Man, Damian Lillard may be out there playing with a bunch of G League players if these guys don't want to resume to play the season. So his Portland Trailblazers may not even be worth to come back to the season and play. So if Dwight Howard and Avery Bradley don't play, that's two key role players that's gone out of your rotation. You know, DeMarcus Cousins say he don't want to play, but then backtrack and say he may be open to playing. So I don't know what DeMarcus Cousins is going to be doing. But this is why the Lakers are rumored to be getting DeMarcus Cousins back, because they feel Dwight Howard won't be coming back. But I tell you this much. All those players that's opt out of this season, those NBA owners going to remember this. You know, and don't be surprised if Dwight Howard's not on the Lakers roster by next season, because they were considering putting him back on the roster over DeMarcus Cousins. I bet you they won't do that now because you hurt their top dollar. So they're looking at it like, F these dudes. You know, they don't want to play ball. That's it. You know, kick them off the team. They're replaceable. Because that's the one thing about jobs. No matter what job you have, even if it's a multi-million-dollar job, anybody in the world is replaceable. Now, in basketball, you can make an argument. Are the superstars replaceable? Yes and no at the same time. They're not replaceable for the moment that they're hot. You know, you ain't going to find nobody hotter than, let's say, a LeBron James right now that catches media attention right now than LeBron James. But as with anything, time goes by and the next superstar comes up. You know, so it's always a rotating circle of who got next. So I don't know, man. If this season, if I continue to hear people saying they opting out of this season, they don't want to play, just scrap the whole thing, put a fork in it, it's done. I'm out. Keep it 3,000.